Bonsoir. Hello. Sorry, I made a mistake, and now I need to go get the thing again. Just there. Now there. Now I have the thing. It's good. Okay. Sorry about that. um. Also, I need to put the stream on the television. Television. Okay. Nope. Not that. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Boop. There. Awesome. Okay, I need to put that like this, I think. It's fine. I can't see. Okay. I hope the game won't crash. What's this game about? Well, I read the description on itch.io, and she she really likes the cemetery, so she likes to go there. And this is not really related, and that's probably the more important part. But her parents go missing, and she thinks it might have something to do with the serial eater on the loose, but she's not sure. So she kind of has to investigate things, but that might put her in more trouble than anything else. And yeah, we follow her as she tries to figure out what's going on. Serial eater, yes, that's how I always called these people. You know what I mean. You have to be evil to eat cereal, apparently. Oh boy. There you go. Okay. So, let's try this. I really hope it doesn't crash. When I made a window to capture the game, it made it crash the first time, so I'm like, oh no. It's one of Arcade Kitten games. I love those games. I've played a few. I think my favorite was Crow Scare. I really liked Crow Scare. So the others were nice too. So I'm looking forward to playing this and the other Arcade Kitten game I have on my schedule later. I'm not sure when that was. I forgot, but we have this. Maybe it's too long to play entirely today, but if I cannot finish because there's like three routes, and each route has like a good ending, a bad ending, and a true ending, and so that's a lot of things to do. So I hope I can reach one ending, but maybe that won't even happen. So rip. But let's try. Warning: this game contains themes, and depictions of the following: stalking, kidnapping, strong language, mild. Oh no! Kool-Aid! Eating cereals! Eating cereals you made yourself! Flashing images and potentially loud noises. Discretion is advised. Hello, Skybrat. 20%. The window does not fit my window. It's kind of ridiculous. It's too long for my screen. So the buttons at the bottom, I can see kind of a little bit of them. I can see half of them. Like what is? I can't. Like, what's going on this part of the? I don't know. So this I think it's prefs. Load. Something save, auto, skip, history. I think. I've never been to a funeral that I didn't enjoy. I'm doing okay. I'm tired, but I'm always tired. Yes, cereals. I've never been to a funeral that I didn't enjoy. That is until very recently. And I wasn't quite sure how to feel. It was a beautiful service, and one they certainly deserved. If only it had come later in their lifetime. And maybe it could have been prevented if there wasn't a cereal eater in my city. That's what everyone's been saying, anyways. The Blackwood Butcher. Yeah, he likes to cut his cereals into pieces with a butter knife because that's a very stylish way to eat your cereals. I'm sorry. Uh-huh. I'm trying to be serious, but I can't. I think I can't. I think I'm stupid. It's fine. We like that. That's what they call them, at least. You eat yours with a cleaver? Yeah, that's. I like to eat mine with a spoon because I just really like spoons. I really like spoons. They're soft and they're round and they're nice in the mouth. They feel nice. I even eat cake and other desserts with spoons, you know. Some people eat cake with a fork, and I think it's a freaky thing to do. Like, how can you? How? Why? Who? Who does this? Who eats cake with a fork? You get like cake stuck in between the teeth of the fork, and you lose them forever unless you like slip your tongue between them, and that's weird. Stick a spoon, okay? It's better spoon, okay? I said so. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. I have the whole knowledge of cutlery and how you should eat. You think cereal is a bad thing now? Yeah, when you're a cereal eater, you eat cereal, and that makes you evil, alright? It's great. Rip, this is already a very strange live stream. It was hard not to overhear the rumors people said about them. I heard they strike at night. I heard they only target one person at a time and don't stop until they're oofed. I heard it's a ghost blindly seeking revenge. I didn't believe in any of that. At least, not at first. But my parents did. And because of that, they didn't like me going off to the cemetery alone, staying until it closed, walking home by myself in the dark. Even though it was only across the street, these rumors had made them afraid for my safety. Do you really believe they're real? Oops, I asked my father, not my father asked me. Professional eating, yes, exactly. Professional eater, always. Professional eater that eats the cereal like just like chuk 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 chuk, like an evil person would eat cereal. I don't know what I'm talking about. You really believe they're real? Asked my father. I do, he answered. Are you really worried for me? Only sometimes I'm a serial eater. Oh no, Ian! I guess you are Ian Massacre. My mother did not say anything, but that is to be expected. She is mute. She's probably not. They thought I was a perfect target, but I still didn't believe in it. Yeah, man, I was like a good bowl of cereal. Ooh. Still, they were worried about me. So, they sent me off to live with my aunt, uncle, and cousin. I don't know how to read aunt. I've heard like all sorts of ways to pronounce this word. I know exactly what it means. I just don't know how to say it. I'm so sorry, guys. It's not like I can use the French version to help me because in French it's a tante. So it's not the same thing. Rip. So I live with my uncle, his wife, and my cousin. They didn't live far. At least, not anymore. They moved from their fancy home in gorgeous Hannon City to a small little cabin in the woods. Why would they do that? That's so suspicious. I never understood why. Me neither. But I never really asked about it either. My parents felt I would be safer with them. Yeah, no, you're not. You're not. A cabin in the woods? Seriously? No. It screams horror movie setting. I didn't want to leave, but every day I stayed only seemed to stress them out more. Yeah, well, they're a bit uh weird about it. Like it's not because you still exist in their house that you're a target. Are you? If anything, they can keep an eye on you. Now they're sending you off somewhere else completely, or they don't know your whereabouts. How is that making you safer? The only reason why they would do that is if they thought that you being around them would put you in danger. So, so that's very strange. When I'm in the middle of woods of my family's land, I'm the most dangerous thing within a mile. Bruh. Same. Joking, obviously. Alright, Skybreath, the thing is simple, okay? You have main character who's doing the narration here. Main character, Mary, I assume, because Cemetery Mary. So main character is a girl who loves hanging out at the cemetery and going to funerals for some reason, because I guess she likes the macabre or something. I don't know. We are not going to question this. In the little town she lives in, there is suddenly this dangerous serial eater on the loose. Serial eater is not good, okay? It's not good. So her Parents to the main girl are worried for her that she might be a target for the serial eater. So they decided to send her away to live with her um, relatives who lives in a cabin in the woods, and apparently they think it's safer than staying with them because they're weird and they probably feel like they're in danger or something. So they don't want to put her in danger. I really can't see why else they would send her away. Like this is the most illogical thing to do. Serial eater. Yeah, the serial eater. Uh, that makes total sense. Yeah, I guess it does. It kind of makes more sense than when I'm trying to describe the scenario of some Christmas movie. If you remember that, it was always very helpful to know what the heck was going on in the movie when I'm describing it. Very good with that. Yeah, but every day I stayed only seemed to stress them out more. So I went. They're just sending her into the woods for being a weirdo because she likes cemeteries. Cemeteries are pretty and calm, but it's a strange place to hang out in. To make them feel better. I really don't understand how it's supposed to make her safer to live in the middle of the woods, middle of nowhere. Dear, what the heck? If anything, that makes her an easier target because she's so isolated. What the fluff? For the few for the first few weeks, everything was fine. I barely left the house, barely went to town anymore. Maybe they just don't want her to go to town because that makes her target to be seen in public, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. We need several question marks because this is so weird. How? I don't know what exactly you're asking how about. That's why I did not answer your question. I'm sorry. And when I did, I was always with someone, taking all precautions to avoid becoming a victim of the butcher. But I still thought it was only a rumor. Yeah, she doesn't believe that the serial eater is an actual thing. She doesn't believe that they exist. Even if the number of deaths in our community increased because they were very old people and they grew old, and well, they kind of do that sometimes. They pass away when they're old. I'm really alright. Oh boy. And I'm hungry for some cereals. Oh no. What kind of cereals? I like I like a couple of cereals like the Fruit Loops. I like Fruit Loops. I also like those Nesquik cereals that make your milk Turn to chocolate milk. I like those, they're nice. Mm, I really liked the Just Right cereals, but they disappeared. It was like real grandpa cereals, but they were nice. Frosted Flakes are pretty high on my list, I think. Oh yeah, Frosted Flakes are nice. I like Frosted Flakes. I usually like very sweet cereals because I have sweet tooth. I never thought that I or someone I knew would be a victim. Then that thing happened to those two. And for the first time, I was worried. Shortly after that, my own parents disappeared. Who were those two that, you know, left? They went on a trip to Cereal Town. She didn't see them again. Like who? Because she says that after her own parents disappeared. So, the two people who went off to Cereal Town are not her parents. So who are they? Who was she talking about? Obviously, it's people she was close to because, you know, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Oh, no. I don't like cinnamon. But you can like them, it's fine. It's not my thing. They weren't in the diner, nor could I contact them. You love cinnamon. Oh, it's too spicy for me. I have no tolerance to spicy. I mean, I brush my teeth, and the mint flavor of the toothpaste makes me cry. So, like, if you can't even handle mint, I think you have a problem. It's like spicy for sweet foods. Yeah, I used to like one cinnamony thing. Cinnamon bread was a thing. We were buying it at some local small food store. It's not really a supermarket, but it's kind of like a food market, but like very small food market thingy. Anyway, we have that in our town, and they used to sell this cinnamon bread. I liked that. It's the only cinnamon thing I liked in my life. Huh. Even the authorities couldn't figure it out. Like toasting bread and putting honey and cinnamon on it. I also don't like honey. I don't know, it smells strange. What a strange thing to say. Like, it smells weird. I don't like it. Like, what? I am the most picky eater of all time. So don't judge me on the things I eat or don't eat. No cinnamon for bubbles, already too sweet. Couldn't find any of the cereal eater had already eaten them all, so they were out of cereals. They had to go to Cereal Town to get some more. But you know what they say about Cereal Town? You don't come back. Someday somebody's going to watch the stream and be like, what the heck? Especially if they don't start from the beginning and they don't know that I always call that kind of people, cereal eaters. Because of the cereal, right? Yeah, I mean, how not to be confused? Hmm. Funny thing, I do eat sour stuff. I can handle sour pretty well. I don't even make the weird faces with the like contracting my face and making like weird grimaces stuff. I don't do that. I just eat them with a straight face, and that freaks people out. But I don't like it all too much. I like it a little. And it has to be kind of sweet too. So like I eat Sour Patch Kids. It's fun. I ate a little bit of those just before the stream. I think sometimes eating sour stuff helps when you have a sore throat. So that's usually why I eat sour stuff. This is because I have a sore throat. um, I haven't had anything sour in a while. Yeah, I think the most sour thing I've had was like for Halloween. I went for trick or treating with my best friend from high school. Is this game a visual novel game? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Pretty sure that's what it was classified as. So I went trick or treating with my friend, and we had to cut it short because the weather was terrible. Like it was stormy, rainy, snowy, windy, all the things at once. It was just terrible, and we were freezing and soaked wet, and it's just bad, and our costumes were messed up from the absolutely horrendous weather we had. So we just got back to her place, and we started checking the candies and exchanging them and all that. And she had those super sour candies. I don't remember what they were, but they were very sour. She tried eating one. She had a hard time. We could see how hard it was. She is the person whose face gets the most weird when she eats sour stuff. So just out of fun of it, just like I don't know, to how do you call that? You know, to show off. I picked I picked at least one, and I just ate it with the straight face. She was like, "How did you do that?" So funny. Should play many visual novels now that I have a PSP emulator on my Steam Deck. Hmm. Yeah, they're fun. That reminds me I need to buy candy for Halloween. Huh. Yeah. Candies are great. I still have candies from last year though. I'm not very fast at eating candies. No one had seen them. It was as if they had suddenly vanished. Maybe that's what they did? As if they were oofed off. They went to Cereal Town, I told you. No, probably they didn't. I don't like to think about that possibility. Actually, well, there was also that other thing that's happened. Have a hard time controlling yourself around chocolate? Same. Chocolate is my favorite. Literally, brown has been my favorite color since I was a child because brown always makes me think of chocolate. Do you know a lot of people who's like, my favorite color is brown? No. Nobody likes brown just from liking chocolates very, very much. And there I am. Like, ooh, chocolate. I also like hazelnut, so all those chocolate hazelnut things I love. But I don't like when you actually get to chew on the nuts, so it's hard because they always they always pick they always put pieces of hazelnuts in the chocolate. They never like put a cream or a syrup or some sort of thing like that that is soft. They don't. Or if they do, like in Buenos, it's one of my favorite chocolate bars. When I think about it, most of my favorite chocolates are Kinder chocolates. The Kinder Surprise eggs, the Kinder Buenos, and the little Kinder bars that are like basically the same thing as the Kinder eggs, but they don't have a surprise inside. Probably to sell in the US or something. My dog is just eating random raw spaghetti. Spaghetti. Sorry, I pronounced it weird. He's having a good time. Brown is a nice color. I almost missed my brown hair from before I dyed it black. Aww. Brown hair is a nice color, but black is okay. If I can cook food? If I can cook food, huh? Can I? If it's very simple, I can. Although, I wouldn't say I'm good at it. I'm better at baking than I am at cooking. Because baking is like we have clear instructions and we follow them. With cooking, sometimes you have them and sometimes you don't, but you're always free to improvise a whole lot, and that makes a large margin of error. Also, since I have the weirdest tastes of all time and I have super picky, I when I try cooking something, I use strange ingredients, and then when I try to feed people my cooking, they're like, it's gross. They're always like, ew, why is it so bland? Or ew, what the heck is that? Or ew, that's making me nauseous. What the heck? So, I guess I'm not very good cook. I'm not. Yes, I'm not. Rip. Cooking stream when? I mean, I guess I could do onigiris. That would be nice. I love onigiris. And they're easy to make. Dog got hungry, I guess. We talked about food too much. Yeah, but my dog is also always hungry, so we just made it worse. I should continue this because we're never going to have anything else on the black screen if we continue at this rate. Maybe I should have told the authorities about it. Yeah, maybe you should have. What are you talking about? Or anyone for that matter. But I was too afraid of what might happen if I did. It's always better to talk, okay? Keeping secrets is the most effective way to get in trouble. Finally! Something happened on the screen. Why is it going so fast? Your parents are safe. Unknown number. I knew I would fall asleep if I sat down. Same. I do that all the time. I sit down, I fall asleep, and then it's been like 3 hours. Tell them about all the yummy cereal that they are missing out on. Oh boy. Is it raining outside? It wasn't supposed to rain today. The lights on outside. Is Crowan out there? I better go check. Okay, so that's cousin. Okay. Uh, what are you doing out here? It's raining. That's sound effect. I can see that it's raining, Mary. Uh, I guess that didn't do much, huh? You're not telling me what you did. You're just sitting here for no reason. What the heck? Like, I guess if you want to be alone, you can just go in your room like a normal person. I guess you don't want to put the smoke inside, maybe. Um, where are your parents? Quit it, Mary. How many times do I have to tell you? They went to heck. Okay. Well, I finished dinner. Come inside. It's spaghetti. I used your favorite sauce too. My dog ate a few of them, but it's fine. Okay, I'll be inside in a second. Just let me put this out. Okay. Am I a doll or something? What's going on with my knees? All the food is cold. I know, fell asleep after I made it. Because I'm a genius. I just wanted to take a seat in the living room, but it's fine. I'm not complaining. Other than that, we didn't say much, and dinner was quiet. I cleaned up most of it, but Crowven helped me a little bit. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. Like Crowven, maybe? I don't know. Like, it's a cool name, but I don't know how to say it properly, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I still think your name's cool. After that, he went to go sit in the living room. Once I finished cleaning the kitchen up, I joined him, like usual. Normally after dinner, when Croven and I sit here together, we do something fun. What is loading exactly? We play a game on our phones together, or we get out a board game, or we play cards. Talk about our days if something exciting happened, but now we're both depressed, so we just don't. Exactly what I said, but different. But that's when they were still Croven's been in a pretty bad mood since. Geez, I wonder why. It's almost as if, I don't know, his parents just passed or something. It's not as if I can blame him. I want to talk to him, but I don't really know if he's much in the mood to talk. What should I do? I don't know. What should you do? I don't know this guy. I guess you can attempt conversation, but try to be nice about it. The problem is I don't know what he would say, so that I don't know if it's appropriate or not. Crow, do you want to talk about it? There's nothing to talk about. I've still got my old therapist number, you know? Croven? And the reason she was your old one? I know. But she was good at this kind of stuff. And I've been thinking that maybe... Shut up, Mary. Just shut up already. Can't I be bitter over it? Yeah, you can be bitter over it. It's fine, but... Mike, it's also okay to get better at some point. I don't think your parents would like you to be in a bad mood forever. And stop living your life. Why are you trying so hard to rush me into therapy, huh? Thought you knew about this crap better than anyone, but here you are. I'm not gonna stop being upset just because you miss me being all happy smiley and crap. Can you just stop trying to fluffing talk to me about it? I get over it when I get over it. Maybe get your own life and then you'll stop worrying so much over mine. Sorry. I think I ended up making Croven more agitated trying to talk to him. Yeah, I think next playthrough I don't do that. Oh well. After a few more moments of awkward sitting, I went upstairs and headed to my bedroom. What Yeah, well, people when they're upset they do that kind of thing. And sometimes you kind of lack the words to express how you feel properly. So it just comes out awkward and clumsy, and it's not good. Both sides weren't exactly expressing themselves the best. I didn't want to make Craven angrier than I had already. I brushed my teeth and got changed into my pajamas. I stretched out on what you could consider my bed. The room I have in the cabin is nice. It's not like my room back in my actual home, but I've stayed here so long, I've been able to decorate it a bit more to my liking. It's a pleasant room to stay in, even if it's not quite home. Of course, I don't normally sleep right away. I usually read a book or watch a movie on my laptop or lie awake thinking of every embarrassing thing that's happened in my life. Oh no, I don't like doing that. The last thing, no, big no no, big no no. Because we all know I did a lot of embarrassing stuff. A lot of them. A lot of them. I'm like the personification of embarrassment. But as of recent, I've picked up a different nighttime ritual. One that's nowhere near as pleasant. The text message I had received the days following my parents' disappearance. Sorry, I'm just looking at the room and the decorations. It was from a number I didn't recognize. Your parents are safe, it had said. I know I should have done something smart. I should have told somebody, but instead, I texted the number back and they responded to me. Well, they had already written to you, so it's not exactly that surprising, but I've noticed that other than the first message, they usually don't reach out to me. It's me who keeps texting them, hoping to find out what's happening behind all this. Are you still awake? I am awake whenever you want to talk. Yeah, that doesn't sound creepy at all. Are my parents still alright? Yes. I am keeping a careful eye on them. How can I be so sure you even have them? What if you're just trying to prank me? Why would I do that? Because I'm hoping it's a prank. I'm sorry, this isn't a prank. I can promise that it's all real. How did you even get my number? Ask your parents! I'm sorry. Your parents give it to me. Well, interesting. Sorry, I choked on my own saliva. Okay. You're well, I mean, I'm sorry. Why would they do that? Because they care about you. Okay, what does it have to do with anything? Giving my phone number to a creepy stranger is not what I would call caring, but okay. It's very funny. Yeah. You must be lying to me. My parents wouldn't do something like that. Nor would they send me in the middle of the woods, in a cabin, to live far away from them because they are worried for me and they want me to be safe and therefore never keep an eye on me ever again. And send me in the middle of nowhere where there is no help readily available close by. They would never do that. I'm sorry, you don't know your parents as well as you think you do. Yeah, what did they do exactly? What are they entangled in exactly? What's going on? Like, what? What does that mean? Seriously, you freak me out. I just want my parents back. Please don't drag this out. I just want them back home. You should get some rest. It's late, isn't it? I'll talk to you tomorrow. I don't like to text for too long. Until then, goodbye. Goodbye. They suggested that I get some rest. But how do they expect me to do that? I had never felt more restless in my life. Even asleep, I knew I wouldn't rest. When I woke up the next morning, Craven had already left for the day. But that wasn't a surprise. He'd been staying out late and leaving super early ever since the incident. What incident? What happened? I think being home bothers him. I'm not surprised. Whenever I pass the diner, I too feel like not being there. It's not the same without mom and dad after all. Despite this cabin being out in the middle of the woods, it really isn't all that hard to get back to Blackwood. Outside of our cabin is a faint dirt trail. It gets a bit twisty at some parts, but isn't too confusing. Watch me get lost there if I have to control her in that thing later. Why do I keep choking like that? It takes about 15 minutes to walk down. I almost said 15 instead of 15. Sorry. But maybe 10 if you're fast. At the end of the trail, there's a fence. One with a slight gap in it. And past that fence, there's a little community. Is it Cereal Town? It isn't big. A few trailers with a few people living all the way out here. Far from anything that's, well, anything. But there's a road here and a bus that comes through. It runs through Blackwood. So whenever we need to leave, we take this bus. And then, after the end of a short trip, you're in Blackwood. It's the city I grew up in, and I always really loved it. There's the library and the local stores, but my most favorite place to be is the Blackwood Cemetery. Yeah, because of course, that's the best part of town in every town. I too like to spend my days at the cemetery, have picnic in the cemetery like the Victorians did, and just like enjoy some nice time in the cemetery and just be in the cemetery and chilling in the cemetery. Yeah. The cemetery in my town is like right next to the the how do you call that? I forgot. Like the recess place of the elementary school, the the outside space where the kids play at recess. You have just a very not tall fence that separates The playground, yes, the school's playground from the cemetery. Like, I was in elementary school, and I could climb over, and I could absolutely go to the cemetery. Yeah. So, that's a strange place to put the cemetery. The other kids are afraid. I did not see what was scary about that. It's just a cemetery. Then again, I always felt like ghosts aren't scary because it's just people who passed away, and if they weren't mean when they were alive, there's no reason for them to be mean when they're dead, so I'm not scared of ghosts. And I don't mind cemeteries then, because that wouldn't make sense. Then again, people in elementary school and also in high school, people in school always thought I was creepy. Like in elementary school, people were like comparing me to Wednesday Addams. Like from the Addams Family. She had a show recently now. uh, uh, I knew it was supposed to be an insult. Like, you look like Wednesday Addams. But the only version I knew of her was the one played by Christina Ricci from the 90s version of the show. And so I was like, so you think I look like this girl? She's pretty. I was like that in my head. For real, I pretended I was sad because that was the only time they were teasing me that was not actually making me sad. So I didn't want them to stop that specific teasing because for once it wasn't making me depressed. So I pretended really hard that I was very upset about it. It was not. There are far worse things in life than being compared physically to Christina Ricci, okay? Anyway, I don't really look like her that much. It's just because I am very pale and I have dark hair, and I used to always have um, braids the same way she did. So it doesn't take a lot for kids to make comparisons like that. So yeah. And in high school, there were rumors that I was a vampire because everyone was super into Twilight back then. I don't know what either of them look like, to be honest. You don't need to know. It's not necessary. But I mean, I guess I can post something on the server later if you want. mm, it's got lots of trees to read under, and the prettiest headstones I've ever seen. They look very ordinary to me, but maybe it's just me. There's a mausoleum too! Wow, what a perk! Though I've never been inside. Maybe you should! Maybe there's something hidden there! I don't know. Private mausoleum, you know? Yeah. Maybe you should go inside. I don't know who it belongs to. Yeah, that's suspicious, isn't it? Anyways, why are you talking about this so much if it's not important? I'm sure it's important later. Well, at least it's daytime. Yeah, well, that would be weird if she went at night. I mean now, because, like, she She used to do that a lot, but right now, if she's not home at night, Croven is going to notice and is not going to be too happy about it, probably. And we know how he is when he's angry, so we don't want to make that happen more than necessary. So we're not going to hang out in the cemetery at night. This is a pretty happy looking graveyard. Well, it's very hilly too, like, whoa. What kind of angles do they bury bodies in this? Just looking at it, I suddenly wondered about it, but maybe it's not very important. Like, maybe they just like having funky angles. Maybe it's more lively for them. They feel more alive like this, like, woo! Sorry. I always try to leave flowers when I visit, at least every so often. And I visit a lot. I like to think it helps them, you know, not feel lonely. Yeah, that's the way I feel about cemeteries too. If you have to go to cemetery, it's not scary. It's a nice thing because you keep them company. Maybe they haven't seen anyone in a while because who goes to the cemetery, right? They all must be so lonely. And then, after having spent my day in Blackwood, I come back home the same way I left, with the bus. The game needs content to have more runtime, perhaps. Oh no, it's a long game. I just knew in the first place I couldn't finish it, so I'm just taking my sweet time anyway because it's going to be very unsatisfying if I'm just about to end the game and I can't end the game because I'm just like 1 hour short or something. So we're just chilling. We're having a nice time. Like, I started way later than I wanted. I was starting to think about streaming. It was something like 6 p.m. Then I decided to eat first. And then I did something, I don't remember what. And another thing, and another thing, and another thing. And then it was 9. And then I thought, oh, I need to go to the bathroom first. So I did that. And then I came back out of there. It was 10. Because apparently it takes me 1 hour just to pee. So I was like, oh no. And then my mom was watching TV. I wanted to let her finish watching the thing she was watching. And my brother was eating dinner. And then I waited a little. And then it was almost 11. And then it was 11. And then I downloaded the game and started preparing my stuff. And it was 11:30 and I was yeah, so it's always like that. It's always, you wonder why I always stream late, because I start thinking about streaming and then it takes me hours to start. Every time. So then I'm like, oh, I don't have enough time to finish the game. Darn it, I wonder why. I mean, I've been on this line for how long now? And I'm just talking and talking and talking. No wonder. Everything I do takes forever. It takes always forever. I'm just slow. So I'm taking my sweet time because it's fun. Streamer life. I don't think everyone's like that. I think I'm just a slow slug. I also look like a slug. My eyes are coming out of my head just like, and you touch them and they just back inside my head. No, they don't do that actually. I'm not looking like that. I'm sorry, I say weird things sometimes. Oh boy. Okay, I'm sorry. I hope I did not give you nightmares. You the kids thought I was creepy. Oh boy, okay. Mm, I am sorry. But I always make sure no one sees the way I come back home. Just in case, you know. Hmm. Despite recent events, I too leave the cabin more than ever now. Croven is rarely home, and I don't like being here alone. I know I'm just being paranoid, but I don't like the thought that maybe the butcher could find me out here all alone. How does the dog not react to laughing? Oh, I don't know. What a weird answer. I don't know. He reacts sometimes, just like when I cry. Sometimes he's on face and sometimes he jumps on me like, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? But my laughter sounds a lot like my crying apparently because a lot of people have, like my parents, my brother, sometimes when they hear me laughing and they don't know what's going on, they just go check on me to be sure I'm not crying and they're like, oh, she's laughing, and then they leave. Rip, I'm sorry for worrying people. I can't help it. I wish I had VTuber model too. You can make one. I made mine for free. It was pretty easy and quick. Actually, it was pretty fun. It was like using an avatar maker. I like avatar makers. I mean, I guess it was an avatar maker, but like usually it's more of a dress up thingy when there it's like not just a dress up thingy. Anyway, I don't understand what I'm saying. My cat is afraid of any sudden movement or sound. Oh yeah, I mean cats are more sensitive to that kind of thing. You need to be gentle with cats. Really? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, really. Ah, I can show you after the stream or like tomorrow or something. I can show you. Can send you the things I use. It's really fun. That is the cutest thing ever. The duck's reaction? Uh-oh, what? I lost the I got lost. Even if that's the whole reason I'm here in the first place. So I go out a lot now. I feel more comfortable surrounded by lots of people. Despite how things may seem, I always preferred to be around people anyways. Yeah, my dog is always very cute. He's the cutest little thing in the world. With my cat. My cat and my dog are both the cutest things in the world. Forever. They transcend time and space. That's why my cat is still cute in present tense despite she passed away in 2019. She's still cute, okay? And sometimes I see her in my dreams and she's still so cute and fluffy and I like it. Sorry, the video buffered. Oh, yeah, that happens sometimes. But I think I understood you. I think I would love for you to do that for me. Okay, well, yeah, sure, I can do that. No problem. I'll show you. It's going to be fun. Yeah, I've read that. That's one reason why I like to go to the cemetery so often. There's always people there. It's just that they're dead. Even if you can't see them. After I got out of bed, I made myself a small breakfast and got changed into my favorite outfit. It's the same thing you were wearing earlier. Or is it? Maybe it's not. It just looks the same. You just have black dresses. And maybe purple dresses. You're kind of... I guess it's just your kind of thing. I don't know. I did not really pay attention to how she was dressed. I just feel like it's similar. Croven's gone, and the bus I take out into town should be arriving any minutes now. Where should I go today? Um, 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 um... I don't know how much of a difference it makes. Um... I know she loved the cemetery, but like the cafe and library could be a nice place to go to. Sorry, I did not get a lot of sleep again. I really need to change that. You can't live like this forever. Well, you can't live forever in the first place, but you know what I mean. um... Sorry, I forgot I was not a fish. Oh no, I'm going to have the hiccups and not being able to stop them because I forgot I was not a fish. What the heck? uh, how do you feel about it? Fish tuber. Yeah. How does the I'm not a fish thing work? It's so confusing to me. I mean, I don't know. My usual trick is to say the magic formula against hiccups. That's my usual trick to get rid of hiccups. But the other things seem to work with some people, so why not? Hmm. It's awesome that this game has nice music because the amount of time we spend on some screens would be much as nice if the music was bad. I can't really see the options since I'm watching lowest video res. You have the library the first option, the cafe is the second option, and the cemetery is the third option. It's like where she's going. Where should we go? Cafe sounds safest, maybe. Cafe, you both like the cafe? Let's go to the cafe. I decided to go to the new cafe that opened up. It's brand new? Is that suspicious? Here to put the Among Us sound effect. I don't even remember what it sounds like, but it's so iconic. Planet Dollars is a popular coffee chain. That does not sound like a coffee chain. That sounds like a dollar store. Dollar store. But we've never had one in this town. Well, until now, that is. I've always wanted to go to one. Just to try it, you know? Maybe I should save. I don't know why. Just in case of, I guess. Sorry. Although I don't actually like coffee. It's fine, I don't like it either. It's for old people. And for people who like coffee. But still, I could at least see what they had, right? Yeah, maybe they have got hot cocoa or something. Hot cocoa is nice. I've always wondered if I went to a coffee place if they could serve me something that's not coffee or tea or, you know, those things I don't drink. Could I get a hot cocoa? Could I? I remember when I went to Tim Hortons and asked for hot cocoa because it was on the menu and they said, "Oh, sorry, we're not serving those today." Of course you're not. Every time I go to Tim Hortons, they don't have the thing I want. Every time. Or they serve me the wrong order. Every time. It never goes well when I go to Tim Hortons. Never. It's always a terrible experience. Every time. I'm so disappointed. I hate Tim Hortons. There, I said it. I went to Maid Cafe at the convention and they didn't have coffee. Well, I mean, why would a cafe have coffee? It's not like cafe means coffee or anything. When I got to the cafe, it was already packed. Coffee a thing in Japan? Sometimes they do drink coffee. But tea is more popular, of course, but they still drink coffee. They even have a word for it. Kohi. This is basically coffee, but pronounced with a Japanese accent and spelled with katakana because, you know, coffee. I thought since it had already been around a few weeks. some of the hype surrounding it would have died down. Coffee is definitely a popular Japanese drink. Kohi! Yeah, I like that. I think there's like they sell it in vending machines too. I think they have these chief vending machines. They sell coffee and a couple other things. The chief thing I only know because of the Game Grumps episode I watched earlier where they were talking about it. Because they had a parody of the chief coffee. I'm not sure it was Chief. Maybe the parody was Chief and the real coffee was something else like Boss. I don't remember, but there was a parody of the vending machine that sells coffee in the game they were playing, and they were talking about the real vending machines in Japan that sold this coffee, and I cannot remember what it was called. Vending machines there are very strange. Yeah, I've heard a lot of things about their vending machines. You can't buy anything from vending machines there. You can buy an umbrella, you can buy a hot tea or coffee, you can buy toys, you can buy. I think you can even. You can. I'm not going to talk about the other things. The other thing I thought about because it's just weird and disturbing at best. The other thing I thought about. Why did I even think about that? Because it was the best example of how weird their machines are, probably, but my gosh. Boss! Yeah! Yeah, that's the thing I was talking about. Boss! Okay, so Chief was really the thing in the game. It was a parody of Boss. There's a brand, some kind of drink called Boss. Yeah, 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 yeah. Don't say anything strange now. Teehee. Yeah, I'm not. This is too weird. Where did I hear that from anyway? Like, how did I get that information? I'm usually not specifically looking for the Yaba info, but sometimes I still get them. Oh, but I guess not, seeing as how noisy and crowded it was. I saw an article about it. Oh no! Ah, still, at least it was something different from usual. As I said, I'm not particularly fond of coffee. And since I had a light breakfast anyway, I decided to treat myself with a muffin. Yum yum! A chocolate muffin. Chocolate! Did you say chocolate? Sorry. Started thinking about SpongeBob out of nowhere. It's not even an episode I like that much. It's just an episode. Because sweet foods are the best. Yes, they are. Just you can't eat them all the time, and that's sad. However, I found myself in a bit of a pinch when I tried to look for some place to sit down. With or without nuts? I hope no nuts. I said it earlier, I don't want the nuts in my stuff. I like the taste of some of them, but I don't like the crunchy they add. It's gross. Hmm. It seems as though everyone's seat were already taken, and I really didn't want to walk and eat at the same time. I hate doing that too. It's just not nice. Luckily though, I was able to find an empty seat. Oh, I remember seeing that person in the pictures. Crunchy peanut butter? No. Smooth peanut butter of the best peanut butter brand, Kraft. I'm sorry if you don't believe me, you need to go try the Kraft peanut butter. It's really the best. It's so nice, but I don't think it didn't exist in the US, so it's too bad. A girl around my age with the most spectacular eyebrows was diligently working on her laptop with an empty seat across from her. Yeah, what the heck are those eyebrows? Are you like an owl girl? What the heck is this? My gosh! It's been weird in her hair doing this thing here, which looks like she has horns. Are you crying? Are you okay? Don't cry, it's fine. It's okay. I'm sure you like the peanut butter you have. You don't need to have something you don't know if you're already happy with what you have. Hmm. I figured she must be writing an essay for college or something. Why are we talking about eyebrows? The first thing the character notices? I mean, how do you not notice this? Those are eyebrows. I mean, how would you not notice this? it's it's flying across the sky. The characters this game have cool hair. In this game have cool hair. Yeah, they do. They do. Coffee shops are popular with people in college, or so I hear. Seeing as this was the only seat left, I asked her, Excuse me, may I sit here?" She didn't verbally answer me. Rather, she glanced over at me, rolled her eyes, and nodded to the empty chair. Oh no, my PC's stuck in caps lock now. Oh no! Well, now you just look like you're screaming your lungs out all the things you say, but at least we know why. Inside voice, please. What do you mean, though? I can't comply to request if I don't know exactly what that means. I tried to look apologetic as I sat. Thank you. I don't want to bother her. Stay quiet. Oh my goodness! You have the most spectacular eyebrows! Oh my gosh! Stay quiet! Hey. Huh. Thanks for being quiet while I work. You're welcome! I appreciate it. Oh, of course, no problem. What are you working on, if I may ask? So you're interested in what I'm doing here? Well, yeah, I guess. You seem to be very focused after all. As focused as I can be. What's your name? Me? I'm Mary. Twila, nice to meet you. Anyways, I'm working on a report. A report? Like for school? No. Have you noticed something odd going on in town recently? Something odd? I'm not surprised if you haven't heard about it. It's like the police are trying to dull suspicions, or just arrest potential suspects so everyone can feel safe. Oh, are you talking about the eating rumors? The Blackwood Butcher, right? Selling meat to everyone and then everyone eats? Don't say it out loud. But yes, how did you know? Oh, well, I've been hearing the rumors for a while now. And actually, my uncle and his wife died pretty recently. They were, they died. Really? Uh-huh. That's actually pretty... How did they die? Oh, I didn't... I don't know. No one really told me, but the circumstances were strange. Like, it didn't happen naturally. There was definitely someone else involved. At least that's what I've been told. Aha, interesting. Thank you. Maybe you can help me with this report. And some other stuff. Like plucking my eyebrows. Sorry. Oh, I can? Yeah, if you're okay with that, of course. Oh, yeah, sure, I guess. I mean, having a eater around is bad. So if I can help, like, raise awareness or something, I mean, like, yes, I'd like to help you. Thanks. This already put me ahead. Shh. I have to go actually. I'm running late for something. Here, give me your phone number. I'm not entirely sure I'll need your help, but I'd rather have a way to contact you just in case. Oh, yeah, of course. What happened? Uh, Twila and I exchanged phone numbers after she packed up her laptop and was picked up by a car outside. Come to think of it, I didn't actually see her drink any coffee or order any food. I guess maybe she finished before I got there. I don't know why she would choose such a noisy place to work though. I mean, if you don't like being bothered when you work, you have two options. One, find the most quiet, silent place you can possibly find. Two, find the noisiest place you can possibly find. So if people talk or stuff like that, you can't really pick up on what people are saying for the most part because everything just kind of mixes together. All the sounds get mushed and you can't tell what is what anymore, just like background noise, like white noise. And well, it's kind of similar to having no sound at all at this point. So she had the choice. I guess she picked the noisy place because there's a lot of people, and if she's trying to investigate what's going on in the town, maybe going to a place where a lot of people are is a nice choice, you know? Because you can observe people and what they're doing. If she goes there like every day, she can observe everyone and see patterns, maybe, I don't know. She was no name, yeah, maybe. There's a lot of things that can happen. Hmm. Or free Wi-Fi. Don't you have that at home though? I mean, I guess you pay for it, but this is the one you were already paying for, so you're still paying for it if you're not using it, right? Hmm. After spending my day looking in some nearby stores, I went home pretty tired. I ate leftovers for dinner and yawned more than once as I got changed into pajamas. I plopped myself onto my bed and pulled out my phone, ready to continue the nightly conversation. You're there, right? Of course I am. I don't know why I keep contacting you. I guess I'm just afraid if I don't, you'll disappear or something. It's unlikely. I know you won't tell me where my parents are, but can you at least tell me why you took them? No. Why not? I don't know who could be seeing these messages. Are you worrying about being traced? Possibly. I may even change phones from time to time just to be careful, but you'll know it's me. I don't know if that should be comforting or not. I really don't see how this works. How am I supposed to trust you? To trust your aunt to someone dangerous if you don't give me any info to go off of? Especially when I haven't even heard from my parents. Goodbye, Mary. Sleep well. Yeah, that's a good answer. That tells you everything you need to know. Hmm. I felt sick that night as I tried to go to sleep. I tossed and turned so many times, and yet I was still too tired to get up and try doing something else. I don't remember when, but eventually I was able to fall asleep. I didn't sleep very well though. I'm not going back out there. You saw how they were looking at me. I can't do it. I can't. I'm sorry. I just maybe it's better if I don't anymore. I don't know what that flashback was, but after I got out of bed, I made myself a small breakfast and got changed into my favorite outfit. Oh yeah, it's the same. Groven's gone, and the bus I take out into town should be arriving any minute now. Why is it exactly the same text as last time? So again. Where should I go today? Where should we go today? It's the same choices as last time. The library, the cafe, or the cemetery. Go see your beautiful eyebrow girl. The cafe? I suppose you would be there again. I was just there the other day. Maybe I should try going somewhere else. Where should I go today? You give me the choice and you don't want to let me go there? Do I just like pick it again, or do I like go for one of the other places? What do I do? I mean, I guess the game sometimes is like, you sure you picked that choice? And you can stick to it, like when I decided to be quiet a couple of times in a row. Cemetery, I guess. Let's try. I went to my favorite place, the cemetery. The cemetery is pretty much on the same block as my family's restaurant. Right next to it, in fact. All you have to do is cross the street. It's on the same side of the road. I think my parents chose this location because it's good for business. What do you mean it's good for business? What? Being right next to a cemetery is good business when, like, you're a church or the what do you call those? The corner, not the corner. The mortician, something like that. You know, when you work with the bodies or something. But aside from that, I don't understand. That's what mom told me, anyways. Yeah, your mom is weird. People are usually hungry after a funeral. Aren't they serving food at the funeral though? I don't know, I went to funerals once. I don't remember much from it. Every other time somebody I knew passed away, they just didn't bring me to the funerals. Maybe because I'm already a crybaby in the first place, so they didn't want to bring me in a place where I would cry even more or something, I don't know. I mean, I guess when my cousin passed away, his funeral was on the same day as another thing I had to attend to for school that was important. So I couldn't go. And when my grandfather died, I don't remember why they didn't bring me to the funerals. I don't know. Crying really takes a lot out of you after all. Yeah, crying does burn calories. That's probably why. Even if I spend all my time sitting on my butt and not moving at all, I'm still kinda slim. Oh no, that's a terrible thing to say. I was always glad to live there because I really love visiting the cemetery. I like to walk down the rows and see who got flowers that day. That's what I do most days. Sometimes I'll pick my own flowers just to leave on graves that look like they've been forgotten about. I'm actually quite known for the cemetery. Some people have even begun to use a nickname for me, though I don't know how many of them even know what I look like. Oh, there he is. Cousin. I'm curious, did you have something like that? Did you have a nickname in your little town? If you lived in a town, a nickname everyone knew you by reputation, but nobody actually could tell who you were, but they just kind of knew you existed and they called you something as she was describing. Because it happened to me too, but I was the little girl who's always crying. So, yeah, that's kind of different from Symmetry Mary, but you know, you know. Hmm, was not acknowledged a lot. Oh, really? Weird. Hmm. I mean, you're kind of memorable, but whatever. Sometimes people fail to notice stuff. That happens. When I arrived at the cemetery gates, however, I was surprised to see Crovin standing there with what looked like a new friend. Hmm. Hi, friend. What's on your shirt? Is that like an androgyny symbol or something? Or maybe. I mean, one of those games had a main character who used they as their pronoun, so that could be a thing in this game too. Groven? Mary? Ugh. Did you follow me? Huh? No, I didn't. You know I always come here. Yeah, but that's usually not until later. Why are you here so early? I mean, it's not as if I had anything better to do. Well, do you have to be here right now? I'm kinda on a date. Oh, this is a date? I mean, it can be if you want it to be. I'll think about it. Hmm. How was I supposed to know you'd be here? I'm sorry, what? Don't try to turn this into another stupid fight, Mary. Hey, take it easy on her. She's my cousin, Vasilis. I can talk to her however I want. Maybe you should take a chill pill. Sorry, Mary, but can you please go? I really just don't have the energy for this right now. This guy sucks. He's pretty rude. Hmm. Yeah, okay. Sorry. I didn't mean to intrude. I'll I'll see you later. Later. See you some other life, Mary. I left Crowven alone. I didn't want to interrupt his little date or whatever. I especially didn't want to make him more mad at me. However, I wasn't going to let him stop me from going to the cemetery. I continued on, past the gates, and stepped inside. It seemed emptier than usual. Oh, really? It didn't look like any funerals were being held today. Would it be mean for me of me to wish there was? Kind of. I mean, I know you don't want to be lonely. That that's kind of like I wish somebody died. It's kind of a weird thing to wish for, but you don't want to be alone. That you could have went somewhere else, but I guess I made you go here. I mean, the, the people who are always there are still there. Yeah, it probably would be. Forget I said anything like that. It was a really awful thing to say. Yeah, sometimes we think stuff that's kind of disturbing ourselves and we feel bad about it. Like, am I a monster? I thought that thing. We regret thinking it, but we thought it and then we can't forgive ourselves for just thinking it. Just it's fine. You think a lot of things. You don't necessarily mean them. When you really think about it after that, you're like, yeah, no, actually, no. When nighttime rolled around, I headed back home. I slipped into my pajamas and headed to bed almost immediately. Of course, though, I couldn't sleep right away. I had someone I needed to talk to first. Good evening again. Good evening. May I ask you something? You always do. How did you know my name is Mary? Well, he probably still asked her parents. I don't know why I said his. I'm very bad with pronouns. Like, it's so obvious. Oh my gosh. Rip, I'm sorry. I know she's a girl. It's very obvious since the beginning of the game. I've always known. Huh? I've always known what your name is. Have we met before? If we did, you probably wouldn't remember. If. So we didn't meet? Take the if as a maybe. We may have met before. But would it make any difference if you didn't remember me? It would be as if we were meeting for the first time. That's weird. I mean, that still makes sense. I'm uncomfortable. Any updates on my parents? They are fine. When I ever see them again? Yes. Because I'm coming to get you too. Oh, yeah, that's cool. I just need more time. Good night, Mary. Fun stuff. I went to sleep feeling pretty shaken that night. I wonder why. It's so strange. Hmm. I tried not to think about it. I'm surprised I was able to get any sleep at all. I'm surprised I didn't have any nightmares either. Uncle Cross? Yeah, Murray? Uncle Cross, can I ask you a question? Sure thing, kiddo. Shoot. How do you lose your eye? Ah, Mary! That's not. It's fine, I don't mind. If I was in that situation, I would be saying unspeakable things to the phone guy. If I was in this situation, I would have shown the messages in the first place to like the police or something. So I would have freaked out right away. I lost my eye in war. You in war, Uncle Cross? I was. won't get into the specifics of it, but it was important to me that I protect my family in any way I could. Do you miss it? My eyeball? Yeah. You know something? Not as much as I thought I would. I think I would miss you a bunch lot more. Aww. After I got out of bed, I made myself a small breakfast and got changed into my favorite outfit. It must be so smelly now because I've been wearing it several days in a row. Cralvin's gone. Good thing because he hates my guts. And the bus I take out into town should be arriving any minute now. Where should I go today? Where should we go today? Should we go to the book place? The eyebrows on fleek place? Or a cemetery again? There is only one option here. Is there? What is it? Ah, hmm. I don't think the game will let you go to the place you already have been. Maybe. So, library? I mean, I think you're supposed to be able to go again, but maybe not 2 days in a row? Or maybe not. No. I had like too much saliva and sounds super weird. Not. I meant not. Let's go to the library. Let's try all the places and see. I decided to go to the library. There's nothing quite like a good book. My favorite kind of books are mysteries. Not necessarily mysteries, but mysteries in general. In fact, I kind of prefer it when the mysteries don't involve anyone dying. There's a lot less tension there, you know? But maybe I'm just too soft. Mm. Whoa! Mm. I also quite enjoy manga. Manga is great, especially the shoujo kind. Me too, girl. I like shoujo manga. I feel almost embarrassed to like them, but I'm not. I'm going to say it all the time. I like shoujo manga. I like shoujo manga. Then again, I'm like dressing in fluffy, frilly pink dresses, so people kind of expect it. That I like girly things. I find that they're cute and nice. And I like seeing characters fall in love. Yeah, that's so awesome and wholesome and nice and sweet. I know I'm probably never going to date anybody, so I like to experience romance in other ways. Yeah, shoujo. Maybe that's what I'll try to find at the library today. I stepped into the library and began to make my way over to my favorite spot. Yeah, a tucked away corner in the library, right by a single window. The main character's seat. Sometimes I'd spend an entire day in that corner just reading. I've even managed to finish entire books without leaving the library. I looked forward to doing something like that again today, but another person from the pictures of the game from the download page. When I got to my favorite spot, I noticed a man was already sitting there. I was surprised because usually this library was pretty empty. But this man, he's familiar. I've met him before. It really did sound like he was just saying dot 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 dot. I like his hair. I like long hair. It doesn't have to be that long though, but I like long hair. Too many guys have super short hair. It's sad. I'm sorry, I have tastes. But this is like a minimum length. You can have your hair and look okay, and if you go just shorter than that, then it's ruined. Yeah, long hair's nice. Oh, my apologies. Did I take your seat? Oh, it's you. Nowhere near that long. I mean, it doesn't have to be. I mean, even her hair is good enough. But like, almost shaved hair is horrible. I don't like it. I think I did saw your hair. I did see your hair on the picture you sent. I couldn't see your face because of the angle, and I mean that makes sense. I don't need to see your face because it's private. But I did see your hair, unless it was a wig. But if it was your hair, it was good. It's good length, good enough. Totally acceptable. Oh, it's you, Mary. Tis your hair. It's a good hair. Marienta, yes. Ah, that's right. I remember you from the funeral, right? Indeed. Do you remember my name? Reginald? That's right. It's a pleasure to see you here. I was hoping I'd run into you again one day. Oh? I hope that doesn't come off weird. You were just such a pleasant person to be around. You really brought life into that funeral. Oh, really? That's a strange conversation to have, but okay. Th- Thank you, I think. So, what brings you to the library today? Oh, well, I didn't really have plans, so I thought I'd just check out the book or something. Love the voice you've given this guy. I tried. I'm not sure it's good, but this is how to do with whatever you can do, and my voice is very limited to certain sounds because of you see. And I hope I will be able to continue have that voice because I already forgot what that was. Likewise. What kind of book were you interested in checking out? Be honest. It's better to be honest. I'm um I'm actually here to look for a shoujo manga. She looks so embarrassed. He looks clueless. A shoujo manga? What's that? Oh, it's like. Do you know what a manga is? I have an idea, but I can't say I've ever read one myself. Well, it's like one of those, but it usually centers around romance between the two main characters, and sometimes there's like friends or rivals. But I really like the comedy ones because you get cute jokes mixed into the romance. But sometimes the drama ones are really cute too, and they can get really intense. And sorry, I'm rambling. I'm not good at explaining things. No worries, I think you did a good job. Shoujo sounds interesting. This is nothing compared to explaining the concept of Hatsune Miku to your older brother or to your parents. Well, it's like there's this girl, but she doesn't really exist, but she does, but she doesn't. She sings, but like she's a program in a PC, but she's an actual character, and she has those long twin tails. They're teal colored, and she sings the song that people wrote for her, and uh she's cool, and sometimes she has concerts where she's an hologram, and can I go see the hologram? No. Perhaps I'll check one out myself later. I'm trying to be more open to new things after all. Anyways, what are you here to read? You saw my Miku posters and I had to explain. Ooh, I don't really have to explain my interests to my older brother most of the time because in the first place I kind of became geeky because he was geeky. Like, he's the gamer at home. He's the one who started playing video games. I was the one who was sitting and watching him play. But he's moved on to games that I am not all that interested in. So I started playing on my own games that I did find interesting myself. My family is painfully normal. Ah. And my parents, since all of their kids are geeks, well, they're into. They know the things they know because we tell them about them. And my parents are the kind of people who, can watch any movie and be drawn in and read any book and think it's interesting. So, sometimes I watch anime with my mom and she's absolutely into it. And I do watch some anime with my dad too, but not any anime. It has to be an anime you could like Pokemon. We like to watch Pokemon together. So yeah. Anyways, what are you here to read? Me? I'm reading Manslaughter of the Disorient Locomotive. Oh, okay, I know what that is supposed to be. It's supposed to be parody of the Agatha Christie novel. I do like Agatha Christie. Unpopular opinion, but I think Hercule Poirot and Miss Marple are better and more interesting and compelling characters and detectives than the very more vastly more popular Sherlock Holmes. It's just my opinion. I just like them more than Sherlock Holmes. Oh, I've been meaning to read that one too. Do you want it then? What? Oh, no, no, that's okay. Please take your time. Just, if you wouldn't mind, would you tell me when you're done with it? So I could maybe read it after? I'm fine with that. Though I've already gotten pretty far in, and I don't think I'll be finished by today. You have a cell phone, yes? Would it be alright if I have your number? That way I can notify you as soon as I'm finished. And well, I'd like to try and be friends too, if that's alright. Oh, really? Then maybe I'll be able to go on dates too, just to spite my cousin. Sorry, that was a dumb thing to say again. I'm very good at that, saying dumb things. It's my specialty. I mean, yeah, of course. Reginald and I exchanged phone numbers. I was shocked he even remembered me, but I'd consider meeting him again a pleasant surprise, and one I really appreciated. After our exchange, I picked out a shoujo book from one of the shelves and began to read in one of the other spots in the library. Phew! Cheating on your GF already? What GF? Do you mean the girl with the spectacular eyebrows? We're not dating her. I mean, we could, but we haven't decided if we wanted to date somebody yet. We just like exchange phone numbers with people. That happens. Mm. I ended up liking it so much, I looked for the other books and brought two or three home with me to read later. After I came home, had dinner, and cleaned the kitchen up, I began my usual nighttime routine. I think my mom is trying to break glasses. I got changed into pajamas, brushed my teeth, sat on my bed, and texted whoever they are. Hi, it's me again. Are you there? Yes. You're still not going to tell me anything, are you? Nope. Can I ask you something, even if you won't give me an honest answer anyway? Okay. Are you the Blackwood Butcher? Would I tell you if I was? Date the phone guy. Ew, no, it's a creepy phone guy. Maybe it's a phone girl too. Also, I like how the name is blue, like when it was my dad talking earlier. I guess there are a few characters who have that color, but I just remembered my dad had that color. Hmm. Are you afraid for their safety? Of course I am. And I'm also afraid for mine. You said you were going to snatch me from my bed some night. Of course, why wouldn't I be? I see. Uh, okay, that's a tough question. Because they're both kind of things I could ask. Do I care about myself or about my parents? Should I be afraid of my own safety? For my own safety, or why do you have them? I don't know what happened with my voice here, I'm sorry. I'm going to stop doing that. Hmm, stop. Okay, should I be afraid of my own safety? Who am I to tell you what you should and shouldn't be afraid of? Your fears are your own to judge. You're way too vague. Why do you even contact me to begin with? I thought you'd like to know about your parents. I'm only trying my best to keep you happy. Wow, thank you. I'm so happy you kidnapped my parents. It's so kind of you. You think I'm happy? Maybe not now, but you will be. I have to go now. Goodbye. Goodbye. After another frustrating and unsettling night of text messages, I got under the covers and tried my best to sleep. I can't wait to have nice blankets again. They're all like in the laundry, and I've been waiting for them for weeks. And it's going to take a while because my mom doesn't want to wash them because there's a lot of dog hair embedded in them now. I wonder why. It's not as if I like to cuddle my dog on the couch all the time or anything. Wait a minute. Uh, the parents were the first to go? Uh, yeah, well, if I remember correctly, because it's been a while now we've read that part, my parents were worried for my safety, so they sent me to live with my extended family. While I was living with them, something happened to my uncle and his wife, so I was only left alone with my cousin. And then my parents went missing almost immediately after. So all the bad things happened all at once, pretty much. It wasn't easy, and I had a lot of difficulty trying to sleep because we remember we were talking about sleeping. I don't remember exactly when, but eventually I was able to sleep, even if not peacefully. Am I going to have another weird memory nightmare thingy? Probably. Uh, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That? This is blue. Yes, sweetheart. Um, yes. Is something wrong? Mama told me that Uncle Ray passed away. Did she know? Are we going to go see him? No, no. You don't need to worry about that. I don't? But listen, Mary. Normally, when someone passes, you hold a funeral for them, right? Yeah. The thing about funerals, though, is that they're for people who are worth remembering. Oh my gosh, that's so savage! What the heck? What in the world? I woke up late the next morning. I must have been pretty tired after the last few days. Not going to address how savage my dad was. I dragged myself out of bed and followed my normal morning routine. Got changed into my favorite outfit, had breakfast, etc. And of course, Groven was once again nowhere to be seen because he hates my guts and he hates this house and he hates everything and he's an edgy teenager. However, when I checked my phone that morning, I realized he had sent me a message just to tell me to go fluff myself, probably. To my surprise, there were other messages there as well from my new friends. Everyone is texting me all at once, and I don't know what to do with my life anymore. Let's save again. Yeah, I mean, nothing happened after that. Who should I read first? You're going to read them all? Does that matter that much? What's that background? It's cute. I can't see this one here, so I can't read it. Whoa, what happened? Just we had messages. Do you want to reply to Twila? She is an owl! That's why the weird eyebrows. Should we reply to Croven? Or should we reply to Reginald? The person we met yesterday with the long hair? The girl from the cafe or our cousin who is apparently sorry? I mean, Twila at the top. We're supposed to help her investigate what's going on with the serial eater. So that might be important. Croven is apologizing, so that would be worth replying to. And Reginald is the person who texted us the earliest in the morning, so maybe that would be polite to reply first. So, what do you think we should do? So I'm going to stretch a little bit. Sorry. Why do I always make strange noises when I stretch? Comfy. I really seriously don't know what to pick, so... When I stretch, I scream really loud. Do you? I mean, I guess I look less strange than... And there was a period of my life whenever I tried to stretch, I would be standing up, and when I tried stretching, I would always drop on the floor. I don't know why. It made me go limp, and I just... Guess your cousin is very important. Yeah, okay. I mean, they're all worth replying to, so... Hey Mary, I'm sorry. I know I've been acting pretty nasty to you lately. Yeah. I hope you know I don't mean it. Thanks. Have you been to the Planet Dollars yet? I'll be heading there for lunch today. Maybe at like 12:30. You should come and have lunch with me, my treat. And then I can like formally apologize or whatever. Okay? Oh, does it mean I'm like just reading them, or am I... Which one should I check next? Like, maybe the girl who's trying to investigate? That would be a good idea, because she's doing something important. Let's try that. Then I'll check out Reginald. Reginald is a treat. We keep him for the dessert, you know, because he's very pleasant, so no matter what, it's going to be nice. Mary, it's Twila. Must stretch pretty good if it makes you clip. I don't know what the heck how I do that. When I make efforts, I immediately get super tired. So maybe it's just I stretch so hard that then I need immediate rest. If you're still interested in helping me, I'll be at the library around noon today. Oh my, I have like 30 minutes in between the two things. It should be quieter there. And there's some books I want to pick up for research purposes. Meet me there if you can. But if not, I'll just call you up another time. Okay, if you can. Okay. I need his opinion on shoujo. Reginald! Yeah, we need his opinion on shoujo. Good morning, Miss Marianta. I hope you're doing well today. You had asked about that book the other day, right? Well, I actually finished it quicker than I expected to. I'd really love to give it to you, but I won't be at the library today. I'm actually going to be at the cemetery. Ah, you like that place though, right? You should come see me, then I can pass the book over to you. I'll be there a quarter after noon or so. Okay, then maybe after we can grab lunch or something together. I hope that doesn't come off weird. I just like some company for lunch break. Call me back. Oh my. So, what do we do? We could like go see Twila first, real quick, then go with Croven, and then go with Reginald. Because it's in that order that they have given us like meeting times, but every meeting would be super short, you know? So I'm not sure. Maybe I should save. Save here. Have like so many pages of save. 1 minute in the past. That happens a lot. Every time there's some sort of lagging that happens, you kind of forever get behind. And since there's always a little delay between what I'm doing and what is happening on everyone's screen, uh, of course, for me, I always have to wait a little when I ask people for what to do. And sometimes I have no patience because I'm too excited about the game. Hmm. So, what should I do? Do I try to meet them all or do I pick one? Because they're all really close to each other. I don't know this until you start replying really late. Sorry, I can't help it. Your cousin? Mm. How do I reply? Maybe I need to exit phone and then will ask me where to go. I was messaged by each of them. Messaged by each of them. However, I think I only have time to meet up with one of them today. Where should I go today then? Let's go to the cafe to meet with the cousin because he's my family and he's trying to reach out to me for the first time in a long time. So I want to be there for him. You're right, Ian. We need to go with the cousin. We can investigate and make a boyfriend or whatever that is with the book guy later. It was a tough choice, but I had to choose one of them. I told the others I had plans, that I'd have to meet with them some other time. Then, when noon rolled around, I headed to my destination. I spotted Croven pretty quickly. Dressing the way we do, it wasn't that hard. I'd recognize those red and black striped sleeves from a mile away. When Croven saw me, he gave me a hug, and it made me realize how long it had been since he last hugged me. His arms felt relaxed, and he was wearing his classic smile. For a moment, it looked as if he was back to his normal old self. We had lunch together, and like he had promised, it was his treat. What? I missed some text. It went so fast. And then they said something. What the heck? I couldn't read that. It's too fast for me. I don't read that. History? And then they said, "Oh, Croven, please, please don't dab." Are you talking about your lover? Are you talking about your significant other? So you definitely dabbed? Of course I did. You know I had to do it to him. That's so you. I know, right? I thought about mentioning how happy I was that he was starting to feel alright, but I was worried that by bringing it up, he might get upset again. So I just kept the conversation going. There was no reason to bring it up, anyways. So, would you consider it a successful date? Oh, yeah, he's talking about his date. And they figured it out with the shirt. I feel proud. Oh, yeah, totally. I mean, they looked ready to oof me by the end of it, but in the fun way, you know? Is there a fun way to just. You know what? Let's not ask questions. Oof. Kinda like how my mom looks at dad whenever he makes a bad pun. Never mind, you should have left him on red just for the dab thing. No! Just for saying that, you need to post one time the dab emoji in the chat as punishment. Exactly! Oh, I'm so happy for you. Do you think you'll take them out again? Maybe. Wow. Going on a date sounds fun. Oh, don't worry, Mars. Someone will take you out too one day. So, anyways, do you like it here? Planet Dollars, I mean? I always thought it was overhyped, but now that we have one, it actually ain't too shabby. Oh, actually, I've been here before. Oh, you have? When? Oh, I was here just the other day, 'cause I wanted to check it out. Funny enough, we sat at this table too. Oh, you did? Wait. Who's wait? Did you suddenly make friends behind my back? Huh? Oh, when I was here, the place was pretty packed, so the only empty seat was at this table. But some other girl was sitting here too, and I guess we're like kind of friends now? I mean, I just met her, but we're keeping in contact, so. Name's Twilla. Twilla? Yeah. Is there a problem with that? Mary, listen to me. I'm saying this because I care about you. Stay away from Twila. Huh? Why? You just can't talk to her, okay? I can't. Ugh. Of all the people you had to talk to her? Who a shame for you. Like, I don't know. I talked to her for a few minutes. I don't know what kind of person she is. Okay. She's the kind of girl who stabbed the devil in the butt with his own pitchfork. Seriously, you shouldn't be talking to her. Do you know her? Did something happen between you two? You've never mentioned her before. Mary, please. I know I'm coming off really bad right now, and you probably think I'm being a giant butt, but just don't talk to her. You just can't. Okay. What should I say? I want to be her friend, or if she's that bad, I'll watch my back. The second option? Okay. If she's that bad, I'll watch my back. I already promised I'd help her with some stuff. But I trust your reasons for disliking her, even if I don't know what they are. I think it's a little late to back out of the arrangement, but I'll definitely take what he said to heart. I'll be careful. Good, you should be. Come on, let's go throw our trash out. Croven was still salty over Twila, even after I had attempted to drop the conversation. Rip. He said he wouldn't talk about it anymore, but I better not even mention him to Twila. Ever. We tried to spend the rest of the day together, but it was more than apparent he wasn't in a good mood anymore. Oh, I ruined it again. At least by the time we started heading home, he had calmed down to a much more normal state. After getting home, he said he was gonna sit outside for a little bit, so I let him and headed up to bed. And did what I do every night, put myself in danger. Hi. Hello. Can we talk about that thing you said the other night? I haven't been able to stop thinking about it ever since you said it. What's bothering you? You said that you were coming for me. That you just needed more time. Are you really going to steal me too? It'll be alright. I promise. It's for the best. You're gonna make me feel sick all over again. What do you want me to tell you? Um, that you're going to return my parents and that you're not going to kidnap me? She's crazy for this. She is! I don't know what she's doing. What the heck? I know she's curious. She wants to hear about her parents. Maybe she's scared something bad could happen to them if she talked to someone else about the text, but what the heck? The game crashed! It's fine, I saved not long ago. Rip. Oh it's okay. Load. We were here. Oh yeah. I'm just going to read down the same order I did last time. Yeah, we know. Twitter. Huh? Reginald. Yeah. Uh-huh. So exit phone. Yeah, message by each of them. I'm going to be with my cousin. Yes. And then we do things. And yeah. Don't dab, yeah, dabbing, yeah. And then we talk about going here and stuff and all that. And he gets mad because I was with Twila. Name's Twila. And that's really just what she said. Yeah, we know. We went through all this. Yeah. Watch my back. Yeah. It's fine. Everything is fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Let's save again in case of. Alright. Hi, hello. Can talk about the other night. As you said, it's bothering you. Just more time. It'll be alright. I promise. Your best. Oh, we were supposed to pick something here, right? Is that where we were? You're gonna make me feel sick all over again for like being go snatch you up too. What do you want me to tell you? That I'll get to see my parents again, or who you really are? I mean, if he kidnaps me, I'm going to see my parents again, but that's not the way I want to see my parents again. If I want to be able to read who he really is, I guess it's more useful. Because if I ask the first thing, is going to just tell me, yeah, you're going to see them again when I kidnap you. Who you really are. Is that really what you want? You see me soon. Oh my gosh! Not any more useful than the other option. This guy is never useful. It never tells you anything that you can actually, that does anything. It's pointless. Well, you said it's pointless, mystery number. But you shouldn't worry about it. It will happen when it happens. He is so lame. He really is. This is for the best. Even if you can't see that right now. Even if you can't ever. When will this be over? Soon, hopefully. Imagine if it was my dad. But he's pretending he's not. I really don't know. I just need more time. You'll hang out for me, won't you? Do I have a choice? Haha. Sweet dreams, Mary. I didn't sleep at all that night. I really didn't. There were a few times I shut my eyes and tried to, but nothing could calm me down anymore at this point. My anxiety was through the roof. I just wanted mom and dad back. I wanted to know for certain that they were okay. It should have been me that was taken. Maybe it was supposed to be. The next morning, when I got up, Groven was still home. He seemed to be acting pretty normal for once. At the very least, not agitated. But despite this, I didn't sit and have breakfast with him. I wasn't in the mood to really talk to anyone. Not right now. Not after last night. It was too much. I just wanted some private time to myself. I just wanted to cool down. As I was about to leave, Crow called out to me. Not eating breakfast, Morse? I responded. Not today, I'm not hungry. I'm meeting with a friend for breakfast, or I'm just gonna pick something while I'm out. Was it even clear when I went from this first thing to the second thing? Not today, I'm not hungry. First option. I'm meeting with a friend for breakfast is the second, and I'm just gonna pick up something while I'm out is the third one. I guess the first one would let him know that something is wrong, so maybe he can help. If I see the second thing, I don't know if I'm actually going to meet up with somebody or not. I don't know if that has an influence on what she does. I'm just gonna pick up something when I'm out. Might make me feel like I'm trying to avoid him, but maybe that's the truth in a way, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's so silent. Not hungry? Yeah, that sounds like a good answer. Lets him know something is off, but not as I don't want to hang out with you, and it's not exactly lying. He responded with a simple okay, and after that, I was out the door. I just wanted to go to that place. The cemetery? Nice ASMR stream, by the way. Ew, my ASMR is always the worst. Always. And not be bothered. On the bus right there, all three of them texted me again. Groven said he noticed I left pretty quickly and hoped I wasn't upset with him for his behavior lately. Twila talked about some of her progress on her research, and Reginald said he'd be at the cemetery again today. Although I appreciated their messages, I really just needed to be alone. I needed to go back there. Where? And just relax. They must have good confidence to do that. Do what? No, that's not the right word. I wasn't going there to relax. I was going there to mourn. Oh, the diner must be empty now because I guess her parents owned it and they're not around, so it's empty. The Dine Red, it's where I grew up. I lived my whole life in this diner. Restaurant? Bistro? The ASMR stuff seems like it would be embarrassing. Depends what kind of ASMR you're doing, I assume. Like if you're doing funny ASMR, it doesn't need to you don't need to be confident. You just need to mess around and mess around. That's what it was. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. That was what we were talking about just before, so it makes sense. I never knew the right word for places like this. We always had such silly names for it since it was next to the cemetery. As soon as I've seen funny ASMR, I think the only ASMR I watched was a funny one. But then again, I didn't listen to it like normal ASMR because I was on my speakers, not on my headphones, so that really didn't do it. But it was funny. That was back when I did not really have headphones. I had like crappy headphones that were painful to wear and were falling to dust on my face when I was putting them on. And that was holding together with tape and saran wrap. You know, the normal kind of headphones everyone has. The rest aren't in peace. Sometimes the diner, even just simply dine dead. Wow, because it's dine red. Wow. I always wondered if others caught on. You probably wouldn't know just from looking at it, but there's two floors. The bottom floor is the diner itself. I've eaten there for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Sometimes all in the same day. Because sometimes you just eat all of your meals at home in one day. That's kind of normal. I'll be honest, I have listened to some ASMR before, and with these headphones, I literally feels like my brain getting touched. Oh no! I hope I'm not flooding your brain. That sounds strange indeed. The top floor is more like a house, our house, in the middle of our house, our house, in the middle of our house. I'm sorry. You know the actual song, but of course I have to just come and talk about that meme version I watched years ago. They just looped the song to her house all the time, and it wasn't in the middle of the street, it was in the middle of the house. Wait, I need to. Wait, how do I go to page 2? Wait, yeah, okay. Okay, the game crashed again. Good call that I saved it right before. When I leave the screen of the game, sometimes it crashes. And I had to talk to my mom, so I wanted to cut the mic. So I did it, and it crashed again. Load. Go to page 2. We're back. Well, I didn't do anything this time. Just I didn't do anything. Okay, let's try again. Seems hard. Here. Okay. Load. Here. I hope I get further than just this. There's bedrooms and a bathroom and even a small living space with a TV. It can be a little cramped sometimes, but it's cozy. No one could get up there but me and my parents, of course. The upstairs is locked. You need a key, which I have, of course. After mom and dad went missing, the authorities locked this place up, and it's been locked ever since. They don't want anyone going in there, not even me. Because I don't know, it's kind of like a crime scene or something. But I still have the key for the front too. It's my house after all. I carefully scanned the area around me as I stood in the parking lot. There were a few cars that passed by, and maybe a person or two on the sidewalk, but no one really seemed to pay me any mind. It was still a bit early in the morning, so it wasn't surprising to see so few people out. It's the cafe that took my parents away so they could have no competition in the town whatsoever. I don't know, I'm saying stupid things. Ah, I looked over my shoulders a few more times to make sure no one was watching me. Then I stepped up to the front door, unlocked it, and took a step inside, closing the doors carefully behind me. New serial leaders? Maybe. Wait, I can't see the save button. I think I have to end it here. So, we'll discover what's inside the diner next time we play. Because of course I want to finish this game. We're too invested now. Aren't we? I'm definitely going to play again, like in November or something. Um. So, thank you, Skybrat, and thank you, Ian, for watching and hanging out with me. I don't know why I named you in this order. Because it's not alphabetical order, it's not order in which you messaged first in the chat today, but just as I was scrolling up. Okay. So, yeah, thank you for watching and hanging out with me. Thank you to anyone else who might have watched this or might watch this later. You're welcome. Yeah, I had a lot of fun, so I hope you had too. And I hope I get to see you again another time. Bye bye! Yay! This game is great. I love arcade kitten games.